Oh, it's dark in here. Okay, so one of our many stops that we took on the way out was the candy shop. I think we talked about how much I loved the candy shop because it had all the old candy. Okay, to those of you that are old, like me, do you remember our wax lips and our fake cigarettes? Hold up your carton of cigarettes. Oh, she's got to shut the box because she's been smoking the whole trip. No, she's got to pack her box because she's a professional smoker. All right, look at that. So Mandy has her cigarette and she has her wax lips. We had, I did, because Mandy didn't know these things existed. We took a little, how old are you quiz on the way out, and one of the questions was, do you remember, what was it, wax bottled? The wax cap bottles, things that had juice in it, and I said yes, and she had no idea what it was. So they had that there, and I bought it. And I couldn't resist but buying the wax lips for Mandy and some fake cigarettes. So Mandy, it's you. It really is you. Are you enjoying it? Do you like the taste? Tastes good, doesn't it? Okay, I'm so glad I made you happy and you experienced something from the past. There you go.
Okay, so we're being bad on the way home.
Oh my God.
But we were so good on the way there, so it's okay.
I cannot wait to be bad.
Okay, so we have to tell them about the, not that we're making fun of people, but anyway, we went to pay the toll.
Oh.
And it was $11.25. No, it was $8.25.
It was 8.
And we gave her $23.25 so that we could get $15 back. And she sat for a minute. We told her it'd be 15. And she
got her phone out.
She got her phone out, and then she just said, just
give me the 20.
Just give me the 20. And it was like, okay.
And she wasn't young. That's the sad thing.
No.
She was probably my age.
Maybe it was too early in the morning for her.
It's kind of simple math. It was like when I went to Tractor Supply and I got 50% off $4.99, and she goes to grab her calculator out, and she goes to the guy behind her, "You're going to have to help me with this one." I go, $5.
Yeah.
Just round it up, $5. What's half of $5? And I'm not sure if I gave her the answer or she actually figured it out. I was just floored. And then the next item was $9.99, and I had 50% off that, and she couldn't do the math on that, and I'm like, whoa. I know when we had to do the math like that in school. I don't know what they do in school anymore.
You know what's funny?
What do your kids do?
Well, my kids are too young to have a phone, so they have to learn math.
Yeah, but they're doing math, right?
They're doing math, yeah. You know what's interesting though is teachers always said, you're never gonna have a calculator at your disposal. You have to learn how to do it. Yeah. Hello, cell phone, calculator at your disposal.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's why, because you don't ever have to think. You just have your phone to do it for you.
When I was young and I walked in the snow to school,
uphill both ways.
Both ways. I worked for my dad. We owned a full service gas station, and back then everything was cash. We didn't have debit cards, but we did have gas cards. So if it was cash, we had to count the change back, and then say, you know, if they gave you a $10 or $12, you'd have to go 12, or you know, whatever the amount was, and count up to 12. Nobody can do that anymore.
Yeah.
Whenever anybody counts me my change back, instead of saying, you know, the computer screen said that they owed me $6.62, that's all they look. They just go, here, $6.62. They don't go $6.62, and then the change makes 7, 8, 9, 10. Isn't that insane? I mean, everybody should be able to do that. Sorry.
Okay.
But I'm really looking forward to eating.
Okay.
I got a crispy chicken sandwich, onion rings, and mozzarella sticks. What'd you get, Mandy?
I didn't. I'm being good.
That's perfect Mandy again.
I got
perfect
sausage.
Mandy.
Oh,
is
thank
all
you.
the sauces for the mozzarella sticks?
Yeah, how many would you like?
3.
Okay, camera's on.
Hot onion ring. Awesome. Awesome. So what I really hate about going to fast food places now, especially the drive-thru,
They don't want to give you dip.
she didn't even ask me.
I know. Well, and you got mozzarella sticks. Usually it comes with marinara.
Yeah, you would think.
Anyway, it's okay.
I mean, I don't mind them not giving it out because you don't want it. But at least ask. It was a good thing I asked.
It is good. Let's make sure we have all our food because
Okay.
it doesn't look like it.
Mandy's thinking this is a whole lot. It was funny. It really was. I'm not so sure it's funny enough to be on the damn camera, but
It's funny enough to be on the camera.
Mandy and I were talking about things, and I said that I have a closeness with a lot of friends, like Mandy. And what I meant to, well, okay, what I said was, yeah. When the phone rings. Okay, I can't even say it now that you're like, you tell him. You tell him. You thought it was so funny. It's not that funny.
I must be tired because
You
it's
must be
really
tired.
funny to me.
Okay.
What she said was, I have a real closeness to some people. Sometimes I can.
Okay, you're just making me. Okay, so I said sometimes I can look at my phone and know who's calling. But that is not what I meant to say. I meant to say my phone can ring and I'll know who's calling before I look at it. Not after I look at it, I know who it is. I mean, duh. So.
She's really special.
I'm really
Because
special.
sometimes
I
she
was
can look at her
not telling
phone.
you I was special.
I know, but it's funny. Like, that's this really cool thing I can do.
Oh my God, you are really putting words into my mouth. I did not say it was a really cool thing I can do. I have with my very close
Oh, my
friends,
stomach hurts.
my close friends, I have, screw you, freaking tick picker.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
You just got
It is not as
just
funny,
got
but
marked down on my friendship list for that. Okay. I was coming from my heart.
I know.
It was coming from my heart.
I know. Okay.
So how it
Yes.
started, let me tell you something.
Okay.
How it started was I was driving home from town the other day, and all of a sudden, something came over me and I wanted to cry. It was really super weird, and I thought to myself, well, what's so sad? Why do I want to cry? The phone rang. I looked at it. It was Mandy, and I thought, oh, this will be good. This will get me over whatever it is. And I pick up the phone, and Mandy is crying.
That is really.
It really,
It's weird.
It is.
It's good, but I think it's good.
It's because I have a good relationship with my friends,
Yeah.
and I can feel them.
I knew what you meant, and actually, I didn't even capture. Like, I didn't hear. I knew what she meant when she said. Sometimes I could look at my phone and know who's calling me, but
It was funny.
But you're the one that you pointed out. You're like, well, obviously. What I mean
Duh.
is, and then I started dying laughing. So in my mind, the reason I think the reason it got so funny because I can just see you being like, yeah, I have this real talent. Like that movie. Have you seen that movie where she's like, I have this really unique ability that I can tell when it's raining, as it's raining, or something weird. Remember that?
No.
It was on Mean Girls.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna put the clip in here, and they're like, okay,
Because it's raining already, and you know, because you're getting wet when you walk
Yeah.
outside.
yeah,
That's how you can tell. You put that clip in there so I can see it.
okay. Now you can.
Okay. Hey, I'm
Okay.
gonna put a shout out to Sonic.
Oh, it was good.
It was really good. I did not want to go there, and I don't know why. I must have either had a bad meal or I listened to someone else tell me. We kind of talk a lot about that.
Yeah.
Someone else told me Sonic was bad, so that I just had a pre-notion that Sonic was bad. I am going to put a shout out to them for their mozzarella sticks.
Oh,
Phenomenal.
So
Probably the
good.
best I've ever had, and I love mozzarella sticks.
they were the best I've ever had.
It-
It was perfectly cooked. It
The
was.
seasoning on the crust,
It
the
was good.
cheese was just melted perfectly, and their onion rings are pretty darn good.
Yep.
They really are. I
Okay.
haven't gotten to the chicken sandwich yet. I'll fill you in on that one later.
Okay. All right.
We need to find the Starbucks first, too.
Okay. Well, it's still going. All right. So, I told Molly. I said, "Oh, only 3 hours and 48 minutes until we get home." And Molly said, "Really? I thought it would be more like 4 hours from here." And I
See, I'm
said,
not gonna laugh.
"It's funny."
We did crack up a second ago because it
We
was
did.
pretty funny.
It was pretty funny.
But
And I said, "Well, it is 3 hours and 48 minutes.
It's kind of like, how do you divide $4.99 in half?
Yeah. Or the person not having the, oh, you know what we never did is finish our podcast.
I'm too tired to do that now.
Okay, well that's good. We're gonna go get a coffee.
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
I can't believe that's sitting there. I don't think it's gonna sit there very long.
It's not.
Well, what time is it, Mandy? Let's tell everybody what time it is.
8:48.
We're gonna be home in 3 hours and 48 minutes. Not
But remember
4 hours.
not 4 hours.
3 hours and 48 minutes, not 4 hours.
But remember our we have the time change, so we should be at
Oh,
home.
that'll be nice.
Yeah. It would only be nice if like you just like instead of 3 hours left, you only had 2 hours left.
Oh,
That'd be great.
what would be even better is if we can find the damn Starbucks.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
a cup of coffee would be really good right now.
It'd be really, really good right now. Let's view someone else. What are they doing with their life? Oh, she's struggling through.
Is she?
Or he. They were leaning forward. Ryan always does that
I-
when he's
I was
driving.
doing that when I was going like this.
Yeah, because that's gonna help you wake up.
It helps your back. That's when
Oh.
you were sleeping and all of a sudden I got super tired.
Poor Molly was really trying to take a nap, and then her phone went off,
Oh my God.
and she kind of
I
went back.
ignored it.
She ignored it. She kind of went back to sleep, and then I was like,
And he goes, Molly, Molly, your phone. Your phone is going off.
and then she's like, it's okay. And then I was like, oh, I want to tell you something.
Yeah, then she decides to have a conversation after I finally get, and then after all that she says, why don't you take a nap?
Really?
Like,
I've been
really?
trying.
I have been trying, and I was just finally at that moment that I thought, oh, I could actually sleep. And then she decides to have this lengthy conversation with me.
And here we are,
And here we are.
back in the driver's seat.
I am back in the driver's seat, that's right.
Okay, I'm gonna do our Starbucks.